So, two thoughts. One, Elsie, you need to have stood up for yourself. And number two, Elsie got so screwed, it is not even funny. It's kitchen talk. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Cam. Welcome back to Kitchen Talk. This is the Hell's Kitchen retrospective here on the channel. I'm one third of your co-hosts. My name is Ryan Cam. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And yeah, this was a sad episode to watch. It really was a bit of a tragedy in a way. It was a tragedy in a way, but a comedy in a way, because it was a tragedy in that Elsie, one of my favorites, is now gone. However, it was so funny seeing everyone except for Gordon just completely hate her for the entire episode. But we'll get into that. First of all, from 3D Movie Cinema, it's Jacob Collins. Jacob, how are you?
So mad because I liked Elsie so much, and I'm just thinking, and if all she had to do was tell the truth, then she would still be there, and Jessica would have went home. But the fact is, Jessica actually fought back. Unlike her, she didn't fight back. She just oh well, I bet you anything. She probably missed her kids, and that's why.
That was a mini subplot in the last episode where she was homesick. Like, I get that, but at the same time, I'm like, you totally did actually unironically get hate from literally everyone not named Gordon Ramsay.
What was his name? Is it Michael? Was his name? The one who
was
Michael, yeah. Again, Michael, puppets tied up in strings. He is
the guy who looks like oh fuck! Now I can't remember the.
It looks like Tommy. It looks like a discount Chris Angel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring out. I don't know why I keep forgetting the guy's name. Yeah, he does look like a fucking Walmart Chris Angel.
He's just sitting there like, oh, I'm going to get her.
Oh God, dude, you have no idea how much
yeah, I'm with you.
Elsie had the worst in this episode. They took it. The people took it so personally. They did not even try to help her in this situation, and she didn't stood up for herself, which is unfortunate. Because, like you said, Jake, she probably just made that excuse because she just wants to go home to be with her kids.
Even Chef Ramsay noticed that. Chef Ramsay noticed it. He goes, "Do you like?" All you have to do is just tell me. Like, do you think that if she would have said no?
And she took the fall. She took the fall for it. She did not want to throw them under the bus.
I think that's really why he sent her home, was because he said you did not.
I mean, that takes ballsy. That's ballsy. I mean, she could have been like, no, they didn't do shit. They didn't do anything to help me.
And then he would have because he knew right then and there, which I know.
And I would say those three, they can go fuck themselves because they're a bunch of selfish, egotistic assholes for just putting her under a bus because they got butthurt because she won and she got on a daytime TV. Oh, fuck off.
But let's go. We'll get to that point when we.
Yeah. Well, I know. All right,
Matt, would you like to read the synopsis?
I do. So this episode is day 8. This episode aired on July 18th, 2005. For the challenge, Ramsay gave the chefs 15 minutes to create an original dish from a tray of 15 leftovers from the previous service. Jessica's beef stew tasted good, but looked messy. Michael's pasta with chicken wings looked good, but did not taste good, and received criticism for leaving the bones on the chicken. Ralph's sauteed chicken drumsticks also received praise for presentation, but criticism for raw onions. Elsie's chicken soup won for being the best tasting.
Yeah, she won with the soup.
Yeah, what did you think about that?
So, first of all, I want to touch on one thing. Ralph, Ralph was on another one in this episode, but here. He starts off the episode drinking a glass of wine and smoking a cigarette, and his voiceover is like, "The game begins here." And I'm just like, the game technically began 8 weeks ago, but anyway.
So, for the reward/punishment, Elsie accompanied Ramsay to a taping of Good Day Live, where they demonstrated how to make risotto. The others had to do the prep for service. When they saw Elsie on TV, they conspired against her during service.
Yeah, they had to watch it on a big old CRT TV.
You know what I think about that, though?
What?
Who cares?
And this is what happens when you give him the power to put the videos.
It was
I
his
don't even
idea.
have the power. It's like Ryan's the one that played
It was his idea. Well,
I figured.
anyway, Ralph does the whole wine thing, and in the challenge, they do the leftovers thing. Elsie makes a bowl of chicken soup.
It looks like a sewer. It looks like a sewer canal.
He said it looks like the Suez Canal, which me in the future put a picture of the Suez Canal here. I wonder if it's any accurate.
Yeah, it said it looked like a sewer, but it tastes really good.
No, he
Everybody was
specifically
mad. Everybody was like,
Everybody was,
I
especially
made dessert, Jessica said. I made a dessert.
even Jessica was very pissed. Ralph was so pissed off that he fucking keep throwing a bunch of empty dish in the fucking kitchen again because he did not win.
What made it even funnier was that in the voiceover, like, no one likes a loser, and he's throwing stuff.
He's like, no one likes a sore loser, and no, like, you are a sore loser.
I think Jessica and Ralph were like, let me try that. I'm like, he already made his decision, and he's not going to second guess it based off of your opinion.
You had raw onions, dude. Shut up.
Yeah, and
it's all right.
I don't,
It's all right.
I don't mind onions myself, but raw onion is really powerful. Like if you do it the wrong way, the stink on you lasts all day. So
Jessica's beef stew, she thinks that she believed that she won because the beef stew tasted good, but it still looked messy as shit.
Yeah. They say when you get sick, if you're really sick, they say if you put onions in your socks and put them on your feet, it actually draws the sickness out. And in the morning, you'll wake up with the onions are just disgusting.
Matt, I know
but also you're making the leftovers from the last service.
Yeah, and like that's a good challenge. It kind of like not waste food. I get that. Like it's not a diverse menu, but it's like a certain set of like you got to make something out of just this. I like the spirit of that, but like Michael made this pasta and it was like bland. And karma.
This made me laugh because he was so in a hurry. He left the fucking bones in that chicken on the pasta. That was just so funny. I mean, it just shows you that they were just trying to show, can we still make good food with leftovers? Is what Gordon Ramsay's trying to challenge these inspired chefs. 2 minutes and less. And Michael was so in a hurry.
They're literally like, what I see it is, they are like their presentations were good, but their food was bad. And I'm sure Ramsay was like, look, even though her presentation was bad, her food was good. And I think that's what they were like. Why is she getting winning? Why is she? I thought it was like because her food was better than all three of yours.
And they were like, chicken soup? What the fuck? Like, can I try that chicken soup?
Sometimes it's the simple.
I would make the soup.
Hey, it's good for when you're sick or when you have a bad hangover, is what Gordon Ramsay said.
Jessica has no room to complain because she made a stew, and soup and stew are literally like not far apart from each other.
Dude, it was so funny that they were watching her on live TV doing a demonstration. They were all pissed off, and they decided they were going to conspire against her. They were on fire. When Gordon Ramsay was supposed to let them know, like, no, you're here as a team. You're not on your own. You have to work together as a team, and they did completely the opposite.
They were like, you know what they were like?
What?
They were like this right here. They were like this.
I knew that was coming.
I'm gonna be using that for a while. They're just like.
And also keep in mind, Elsie's not even a pro chef. Like she cooks for her family. That's it. And she made a better dish than 2 pro chefs and like a headhunter. So
yeah, and now they're letting their egos getting the best of them.
Ralph thinks he is like the hot shit. He's like, I am the best cook on this team. I'm a cook. And then Michael, you got Michael over here who's like,
it's like a quote from Game of Thrones. Anyone who says they're a king is no true king. If you get the quote from Game of Thrones.
Like she's imploding because she's like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And then you got Elise over here who's like, I just want to go home. And it's like, you got Michael and Ralph that are basically like, fuck you. Like literally, you got Michael over here who's like Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. And then you got over here Ralph who is literally just like, who's so egotistic where he's like, yeah, people want me. I'm like the best cook on the block. Yeah. And then you got Jessica who's like, It's like one bad day away from having a mental breakdown, and then you got over her Elise, who's like, I just want to go home.
Well, speaking of service, for winning the challenge, Elsie assigned the chefs to their stations. Ramsey reassigned the team twice due to inadequate communication. Jessica struggled to give times on her appetizers and had a lobster risotto rejected for looking sloppy. After getting switched to fish, she had a lobster dish returned with a piece of wood in it. Elsie struggled to prepare the penny appetizer and grew more and more lost in communicative, whatever communicative, as the others
Uncommunicative.
refused to help her. So Ramsey sent her for a bathroom break. After 2 tables walked out, Ramsey shut the kitchen down due to the lack of cohesion in teamwork in the kitchen. Ramsey refused to declare a best of the worst and stated that would make the nominations for himself.
Well, I will say this though, Michael pissed me off because he was like, he literally was so butthurt that when she got there, like he was trying to turn her back. Okay, when she gets it right, we're not gonna help her, right? And like, yeah, every man for himself. At least we want her. He said, Jessica, you better not help her. And he goes, I'm not. And then all of a sudden she comes and goes, you know, at least I think, you know what? The reason why he chose you tonight was because he expects something more. He expected something more from me. He didn't expect something more from you. You did okay. And I think that's what he was expecting you to do okay. He was expecting me to be top tier gold. And I'm just thinking that's a really shitty backhand compliment, basically saying, oh, I'm better than you. And he was expecting me to be better than you, but but I wasn't. So that's why he gave you the award. And I'm like, no, she was the best one out of the 4 of you. Okay. I'm like, I just think that was a really shitty offhand compliment where it was just basically saying, oh, I'm better than you. And he chose me. The only reason he chose you is because I messed up. That's the only reason. And I'm just thinking, okay, little finger. Okay.
What a dick.
He's like, and then he's going to put a knife up right there and goes, I did warn you not to trust me.
Yeah, and Ramsey had to go do one-on-one with Elsie to help her calm down for a bit and give her a bathroom break.
And she noticed too, because everybody was just like, Ralph wasn't even talking to her. And then all of a sudden she's just like, and then they're like, oh, but it's her fault. And it's just like, he's like, I asked for help and nobody's helping me. And like, I think Ramsey kind of noticed that. He was just like,
oh, he noticed it.
They're all just giving her the silent treatment. They're just like,
they were all giving her the silent treatment. They were supposed to be a teamwork, and they did the complete opposite. They were being a bunch of egotistical assholes to Elsie. Throw her under the bus because they were so butthurt that she won out of all of them, who was unexperienced chef.
And she's won so consistently, too.
Yeah, she was doing good most of the other team. Well, speaking of elimination, Ramsey nominated Jessica and Elsie, eliminating Elsie for losing her composure during service, though praised her for her performance throughout the competition.
and you know, we talked about this earlier. He nominated her, and Jessica was the one going home tonight. Jessica was the one going to go home, and all he had to do was tell Elsie, "Did you think your team had you back to him?" She would have said, "No, they did not." Then all she did is tell the truth, and then he said, "Back in the line." He said, "Jessica, you're just imploding. Give me your jacket. You're just imploding."
Yeah, if she said no, it would have been the opposite. Jessica would have gone home in a heartbeat.
Because Jessica tried to fight back. The thing is, Jessica was fighting back for her position. Elsie was basically throwing in the towel, just like, "No, I was the one that sucked tonight. I did it all myself." And
She was being very modest.
it's like someone that, and also he's like someone that's like in Gordon's mind, he's thinking someone that's not going to fight back for their position. I can't give them a chef's jacket.
Yeah, it's like, hey, like I can't let them continue. I can't give them the chef's jacket if they're not going to fight for themselves.
You're just going to
or even defend themselves.
Yeah, Matt, when you go down deeper into the seasons of this show, you'll tend to notice that the more people tend to fight and like more tend to be like, I want to be here, I want to stay here. Gordon will give him chance after chance after chance.
There's one person that you would think.
Yeah, and that's why he's choosing Elsie to go home, because he knows that she's not really up to the task, that she's not willing to fight for what she wants to do.
He's more lenient in certain aspects than people give him credit for.
But at least he was able to give her a send-off. and not be rude to her. It's like, no, I believed in you, and I am proud of what you have done. You smile when you let up when you smile. Like he truly did really care about Elsie because you saw the potential in her.
There is one guy. I'm not gonna say who, what season, and what. But there's one guy who was up for an elimination one time, and the guy says, "You know what? I should be the one to go home." And he's like, "Yeah, I just feel like I'm not ready for the head chef position. I feel like I still have a lot to learn." And then Chef Ramsay goes, "You've noticed that there's a lot I could teach you here than you can learn out there." And then he goes, "I just don't think I'm ready." And then Chef Ramsay was just thinking like he goes, "I'm just saying you're making a stupid mistake, but give me your jacket." Because he's teaching you, yes, he says he's not expecting every single person be head chef material, but he's expecting to help them become better than what they leave. When you leave Hell's Kitchen, he's expecting you to I know how to do this better. And so, which I feel like he should have let Elsie keep her jacket.
I agree.
I think if she would have went out on her own accord and not just on she would have went out.
I think she knew that she was going to be. I think she wanted to be eliminated on purpose. Like she just couldn't do it anymore, and she doesn't because she did not like the way that she was being treated this way by her own team, not sticking up for her.
Yeah, she tried to get eliminated the last episode. Remember?
That's true. She did.
Yeah, instead of Jimmy,
and even her own teammates say like, "Oh, you're just gonna give up like that." You were fighting for her, but now you weren't because you fucking lost, and now you just want to conspire against her, and you're letting your ego get in the way with it.
She would have literally just got back in line, and the sad thing is. And then if she would have got eliminated the next episode, at least it would have been on her own accord, or if she would have got nominated, or she probably would have went into the finals, because I don't see her making it into the finals. I mean, I do feel as though there are some people on the team that are better than her at cooking, but I just feel like I think she could have beat Jessica. That's for the one day.
I do believe it too.
Yeah, I think she could have beat Jessica.
Well, sadly, Elsie is gone, and now it is down to Michael, Ralph, and Jessica.
And there was much rejoicing.
Yeah. The sad thing is, I figured out the final two people before I even seen the last episode, because I'm just thinking, there's no way it's going to be this person right here. It's going to be these two. And then sure enough, I was like, yes, because I'm like, this person, I'm about to say, there's no way Gordon Ramsay's going to give that person the job.
I have a bad feeling what's going to happen with Michael in the next episode. Or whoever it is, or Ralph, or Jessica.
There's the final three.
There's only three. I don't know. I mean, one of them is going to get the worst.
Well, time for Where Are They Now?
I hope she's doing well. I hope she has a restaurant. Don't tell me yet. I just want to say this is my prediction. I hope she is. Hope she's running a restaurant. Hope she's doing really well, and hope she's has a cookbook out. And I hope that she's really successful businesswoman in the kitchen.
You're actually closer than you think. After Hell's Kitchen, Elsie published Elsie's Turkey Tacos and Arroz con Pollo in 2007. Her first dish was turkey tacos, so that's a nice full circle moment right there. She has done numerous cooking demonstrations.
I trust me, I mispronounced some of the words too. I'm guilty of it myself when you read out loud. It's like, what the fuck did that say?
It happens to all of us.
How do you pronounce that?
Demonstrations, events, and returned to cooking school. She partnered with IMUSA Health, a homeware company, and embarked on a series of cooking demonstrations. She is also a partner to Health First and promotes healthier alternatives to home-cooked classics. So she stayed in culinary. It seems like that has been going really well for her. So good for her.
Yeah, good for her.
I didn't know any of this. I was just throwing out some shit. I'm like, I hope.
No, you're not that far off.
I was like,
you were pretty close.
I'm like, what am I like? I was like, how far? I was worried you were going to say she went back to being a mom in the kitchen again, and I'm just thinking oh my God, that's not.
And no one ever saw her again. But no,
dun, hello darkness, my old friend.
No, she went on to do some good things, which is genuinely really nice. But we're down to a final three, and the end is nigh. But what did you all think of this episode? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to read what you have to say. Before I pitch it to these guys for plugs and whatnot, I want to thank all of you. The final episode of Small Talk dropped as of this recording, so thank you all so much. It was a great ride. But Small Talk has died, and in its place is...
I thought you were gonna play the other Talking Gotham intro. I thought you were gonna go for that one.
I'm saving.
Okay, never mind. But I'm sad that Small Talk is ended.
You're gonna have to cut this part out now, Matt, because Matt fucking run his mouth. Make fucking mouth, Matt.
No, I'm keeping it in. It's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, why don't you run and buy me? Where were you on that one, dipshit?
You know what, Matt? Brian, hit it.
Do what?
You know. Hit it.
Well, now he's expecting it, so...
Yeah. And you know what my response will be if I had the power of the other video to put this to roast you.
What would it be?
Oh, you'll know.
Oh, what? Say it.
Wow, that was a brutal comeback. I don't think I'll ever recover from that. Whew!
You'll need another liquid death after that one. But
Ryan, there was so many times you could have clicked the fucking video. I was waiting.
Colin, where can the people find you?
They can find me at 3D Movie Cinema at youtube.com.
Who cares?
House, I'll be in the next room. Yeah, his mom says hi, by the way. But no, seriously, 3dmoviecinema.com, where I just reviewed. What was it? What the fuck was the movie I just reviewed?
Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Yeah. Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. I just reviewed that, and we just did the Batman Terry for Batman Begins. And I forget. I don't look at my content.
Well, okay. So we're supposed to do another Final Destination watch party for the 5th one this Friday. Yeah, for 5.
Yeah, 5. That's the one. Yeah, we're doing 5 this Friday, and then we were supposed to do something else with who, but her schedule. I'm just gonna say it because it ain't like it's a top secret. Yeah, us and Stephanie, we're gonna do an American Pie watch party, but that's gonna be probably until July because she's just booked solid for the next couple weeks. So she's July is the only way we can get her. So when July, we'll get together and discuss that.
No problem.
Also, and then we got Batman Terry in 2 weeks, but not on the 20th because Ryan's got to go to a bridal shower.
I feel so special.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to say that, was I?
Matt White, where can the people find
Hope nobody's watching. Anyway, you can find me at Matt Wyatt 92 on my.
Who cares?
Timing is everything.
Yeah, and I always suspected Jake would do that, but I know he
I
doesn't
don't even have the master controls.
I know he's not the master control in this one. But one of these days, once I ever host a watch party in this stream, you're going to be prepared for the roasting. You better watch out.
Ooh, like the Homelander meme. Ooh.
Or like Bully Maguire for Spider-Man 3. Ooh. Anyway, find my channel at MattWyan92. I put up my my reviews of Predator, Killer of Killers, and the John Wick spinoff, Ballerina. And I put up my new trailer reaction of Black Phone 2, the new horror film with Ethan Hawke. So definitely check it out there. And yeah, I do really miss doing Small Talk. It's unfortunate that we wrapped that show because it was a blast. I love doing it, and I can't wait for Talking Gotham.
Yeah, which we're doing that. Yeah, we're doing by the time this airs, which will be this week. We will by next week. No, not next week, but the week after the episode but we will by next. Well, actually, yeah, I will say not this week coming up, but next Tuesday we're doing the watch party for episode 1.
Yes.
Yeah. For the pilot.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was to say, we're not supposed. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're doing the watch party next Tuesday. Which, if we didn't have to do kitchen talk, we could have done this Tuesday. That's fine.
Well, All their links are below. Go give them a subscribe. As far as this channel goes, I want to say thank you to everyone who checked out the Tron Legacy video. That video just...
Who cares?
I swear
I'm
to God,
very-
that wasn't me. I swear to God, that wasn't me.
No,
So you
I
just
did
made
that
fun
to
of
my-
yourself.
Yeah, I'm equal opportunity in this house.
That's
But,
fair.
On a serious note, thank you so much to everyone who checked out the Tron Legacy review. I was dead tired when I filmed that. I think that was straight after the Small Talk watch party, and I was just like, it's now or never, and I did it, and everyone seemed to really like it, so thank you all so much. I'll be continuing the Kosinski project by taking a look at Oblivion, and I'll be reviewing some How to Train Your Dragon stuff as well, so stay tuned for that. But for Jacob Collins, for Matt Wyatt, my name is Ryan Cam. Be sure to tip your waiter or waitress, and why don't you do us a favor and...
Get your apron off, get packed, and fuck off out! First, get out!